creation. A world on the brink. In the age of sorrows, dangers abound, and cataclysms loom on the horizon. But it is not without heroes. The exalted, those chosen and empowered by the mightiest of the gods, are all around the world. They have, and can, pull it back from the precipice of oblivion. That is when they aren't too busy fighting each other. Now, chills as Aura.
Oh, Monarch.
Korak as Lythander.
Yo, did you know that there's actually a thing called Kid Cities in Mexico? It's such actually a cool concept. You should watch a video about it. I think Defunct Land did it.
Alatos as Gavel.
You've heard of Math Munchers, now welcome to Nut Gnashers.
And Gimerex as everyone else. I miss my husband, Gavel. I miss him a lot. I'll be back. Must band together to save the dreaming sea, and perhaps reality itself, from the greatest threat creation has ever known. All this and more on FateBreakers. Orpheus Shineback, what happened last time? Well, he's gagged right now, so he can't really tell us what happened last time. Oh, do we have a backup for that? Fuck, fine. The Heartless Spider unraveling Fate's tapestry, what happened last time? We had a good fight. And it was fun. Got to bust out one of my cool moves, punched a man in the soul, eroded part of his personality. It was cool. Me and my good friend Lythander wrecked shit, and ate shit. This is why I don't like working with combat-focused exalts in these recaps.
It was a fight. We won the fight. And now we're here. Welcome back. It's the session.
Hey, yo! The session?
The score is 3-1 in the war right now.
Like a hit rapper? Da Baby?
What is it?
No, I should know.
Are we working on, like, best of 3 rules? Like, what would...
Best of 5. The first of 5.
Oh, shit. First to 5. Oh, first to 5. Okay.
We almost there, lads. We almost there.
2 to win.
Something I should note, however...
It's like Charles Barkley says, I think whoever wins Game 5 will win the season. Unless we lose Game 5.
Speaking of which, I should note some upkeep from the note-wise things. Malik's big-ass Radon meteor drop from the last session did in fact deal enough damage to, for the rest of the war, reduce the Ashen Ones' size from 5 to 4. So he wounded a little around half of your troops.
I would like to use my sagacity to prevent that.
Okay. How are you going to do so?
So easy. I'm going to use my necromantic powers to make Ashen One zombies using the mushrooms.
Well, they're not dead.
As a paste to put them together.
So
I'm going to use the mushrooms as a paste to put their bodies essentially back together if they lost any limbs. Basically making it prosthetics out of the mushrooms.
You actually basically don't need to do so because the necromantic curse of stability already ensured that no major limb losses happened.
Oh no, this is for them to get upgrades. Such as spiky hands when wanted.
Hate to break it to you, but Gavel already made the entire tribe super soldiers.
I thought...
Yes, but now they're super soldiers with mushroom powers.
By the way, Rex, did you ever decide on what the benefit to having the demons as part of the Ashen Ones now is?
They're serving as, for now, a tertiary command merit.
Oh. Alright.
I should note they have poor drill. Gavel's...
Well, I thought they were, like, part of the thing. I thought they were, like, joined up, like, additional troops.
The issue with that is there's a good number of a few dozen demons, but also demons and Exalted, I mentioned a couple times, aren't necessarily evil. They are super weird and alien. Imagine negotiating with a Shin Megami Tensei demon, but you're doing it with a dozen of them at once.
Shin Megami Tensei demons. That's actually terrible.
Yeah, so in terms of a lot of strategic games I played a couple years back, what happened last time was a costly victory. You guys won the fight. Malik did not go easy.
Oh yeah, but Malik not going easy means that there's no one else that's going to touch us then.
Hey, what's that
He's
dragon
their
flying
big
on the
gun.
horizon?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dead. It's dead, Jim.
That's for
Oh, it's
later.
at super hyper duper extreme range right now, unless you have anything that could hit the super hyper duper extreme range.
Remember those water cannons we built?
We'll get back to those in a scene or two.
Okay. You thought I didn't remember that we did have something that was essentially that.
Become important when it gets into range, but he's not in range yet. It's when he gets into super duper extreme range, not super hyper duper extreme range.
Oh boy.
There's no such thing as that. I looked in the rule book. Why are you lying to me, Rex?
I have made homebrew. Pray I do not make homebrew further.
Don't worry. I've played Balloon 6. I know how to deal with this. We need to make 4 more towers and an accountant.
Speaking of warfare, you took several prisoners of war from enemy lieutenants. Orpheus, Shineback, and Dancing Potter. I'm assuming they've been shoved into the gay baby jail that is the Gaol.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for, after all. It's in the name.
Gonna be honest, I've long since lost track of all the people we have in the Gaol.
We have too many.
I forget. Did we get rid of all those people from
Yes,
Champ 4 out of the jail? Okay, thank goodness.
They're at home.
Oh, thank goodness.
Also in there is the Heart Eater. I'm assuming you've returned the Heart Eater bones there now.
The bones.
I thought we threw them into Jeffrey's stomach.
Important question. GM leading over the table to ask, are you sure?
I need to add... That's a question that I need to remember for everybody else, because that's what I thought we did.
I think we brought it up, but we decided against it, if I recall.
Okay, listen, I thought that was an idea that we might have actually did, so that's why I was asking.
Look, I think I said something along the lines of, when you're dealing with something that is akin to a parasite, the worst thing you can do is put it inside a living being.
Essentially, having finished Final Fantasy VII Rebirth last night, a Heart Eater is very much Genova.
Oh, so we can take care of it in our sleep.
No.
Or are we talking Genova but exalted level?
Just keep it away from
there's a
anything.
big difference, because Genova could get their butt kicked by random twinks.
I wouldn't call them random twinks.
Just keep
Cloud
it in a jar.
is a random twink.
Just keep it in a jar, okay? Just keep it in a pot, and just keep it away from anything and everything, all things, everything.
I'm assuming everyone is inside the Gaol in order to heal up in time before the next assault, because that's essentially the only way you're getting a recovery scene is via time fuckery.
Please, yes. I am at -2 for the health penalty. I need to heal.
Nua is also at incapacitated, or 1 away from incapacitated as well, and Spider took a couple health boxes too.
So, how is everybody holding up?
Nue is flopped over in the Yamcha death pose.
Understandable. After all you've been through, I mean, it makes sense. I don't know why this voice is coming out like this.
I can't feel my faces.
Oh, I mean, don't worry, you probably laughed 1 or 2 and I and all that, but why am I speaking like this, and what happened to Lythander's voice?
I don't like it. Change back.
No, your voice. No, you lost your voice training.
Oh no.
Well, I feel like I've got 7 shades of shit kicked out of me, so
I can't do it.
That's pretty
You know, it's better than 50 Shades of Brown.
I can't do the girl voice while I have a sinus infection. I'm sorry.
That's completely fair.
Girl voice. Oh wait, I only took 2 damage, so question, would I be able to heal up that 2 damage?
You actually, yes, but you actually took more than that. Spider took some of the health level damages for you via wound accepting methods.
Oh, that's right.
You're right.
Yes.
Do I have any things that I can use for healing, or is there anything that I can buy for healing?
Yeah, there are a
With
few
my milestone.
sagacity technique charms.
I would like to buy the heal.
Okay.
charm, please.
Finally, someone who could pick Master Physician technique.
Yes, let me actually look what I need for that.
Sagacity 3, you're good.
Oh, okay. What does it do? I'm sorry. This is something that I should have asked.
You
earlier.
could commit a mote to treat injuries, make a sagacity roll with double 9s against difficulty equal to the total number of levels of damage in their health track. Success allows the patients to treat the scene as if it were a recovery scene and regain all lost health levels. This may heal aggravated damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that on. Who do you think needs it, and how many times can I use this before fight?
It's once per scene.
Once per
currently.
scene. Okay.
Upgrades let you use it a bit more often, I think.
Got it. Alright, so, I remembered...
Although this is going to be a recovery scene.
Past,
This is going to be a recovery scene anyway.
I know, but being able to get the full recovery, and if anybody took aggravated...
Not yet.
No. Oh, so, okay, so I don't... So, even with that, it doesn't do anything. Okay, so, I guess I'm just going to sit around and eat a mushroom.
Father, I love you. Chomp!
I can taste... I hope you know that I'm proud of your taste.
If you want to, we could get started on the Sorcerer's Venture if you want to make those orcs.
Sure.
Okay, maybe save that for, actually, on second thought, it might be better to save that for another part of this session, because, Joktan commits, two motes for something in the background, and she's gonna roll her, primary pool of esoteric martial arts.
Oh boy. All right. Let's see what we got here.
Roll 2.
Then we'll check. Okay, good. 6.
Hey, Lythander, roll off with, fortitude plus sagacity.
Alright, I am going to pop an excellency for the sagacity roll then. You said it was fortitude plus sagacity?
Yep.
Alright. Wow.
Unfortunate. That's just how luck
Yep.
be. Nothing
no,
happens.
that's-
Nothing happens yet.
Okay.
In the
I'm
meantime,
guessing I don't get the artifact rating for being in the Gaol?
5 more dice for being in the Gaul
Okay.
for the primary dice value.
I am just...
Defenders
6.
Defenders, you in this case, win ties.
Win ties.
Hey.
I wasn't trying to... I was just wondering if the Gaul gave me anything for this, because it's super sensory.
Something is very wrong. For a few moments, you can see outside the top of the Gaul to the world outside through the jewel socket in its very center, the hearthstone to your domain. Usually, it has a time distortion effect. For a few moments, that time distortion effect reverses. You see the sun move from noon all the way to about 4 o'clock in the afternoon in the span of a matter of seconds. And then
That's not how this
Oh.
works.
and then some safeguards in the Gaul activates and it stops and returns back to the normal time rate.
I think somebody was supposed to age us out. Was trying to age us out here.
Hey, Lythander, that should be impossible. If someone knew some means of, say, countering the Gaul with the very same magic with it were made, that might be doable.
Where is he?
She.
Oh. It's 100 Hand Rebirth?
Nope, she is still, going through her corkboard and doing stuff elsewhere.
Lythander, blink once if you were prompted by the evil bad guy to do something stupid.
Lythander blinks twice.
You were prompted twice! I knew it!
Lythander just looks.
Spider slides up.
Auras.
Do you need me to punch it out of you?
No, I'd be able to punch it out of myself.
Aw.
If you're cursed, I could punch something out of you.
Don't think I am. Let's see how hard you can swing, though.
Can I attempt to swing?
Yep, make a force plus close combat roll.
Alrighty.
Swing.
Close combat is 1. Okay, so 5 dice, baby.
Part of the cards.
Not hard.
You hurt your hand punching him.
You see, I'm not really a puncher, Spider.
Why?
I'm more of I blast you from 20 miles away and see you disintegrate.
You hear more objectifying, muffled complaints from from wherever you have Orpheus Steinbeck. So, for people imprisoned in the Gaol, are they kept in jail cells, or is this more of a Silent Hill type environmental prison situation?
It's an environmental prison situation where they see their worst nightmares.
It's a Denny's.
It's a Waffle House at 2 a.m.
There are
on a Wednesday.
There's no staff anywhere. They haven't even had the chance to order water. They've walked for 5 miles to get there, and they're really uncomfortable. They're hungry all the time. There's no staff.
Alternatively, the staff is Righteous Knife's ghost, which might be worse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, it's my actual experience I had about 6 years
Oh my
ago.
god!
Nice.
You could tell Harada all about it when next he tries to build the Waffle House stage in Tekken.
Oh goodness, yeah, I have some stories for Harada about Waffle House. Oh goodness.
There is still a you see Shineback crawling on the walls, appropriately bug-like, trying to blast the edges of... Let's tweak this a little bit so it's a copy of the Golden Hawk restaurant, the chain that Aura has stake in.
Okay.
For some reason, there appear to be a lot of, what I can only describe as Imperial twits, dressed up to the gills in finery, pointing at Shineback and laughing at him. Insert image macro of your choice here.
Oh. Let's see.
He is trying to Eric Andre his way out. Let's see if he can try to escape. He needs 10 successes. He only has 7 dice.
Get 9. Get 9 successes. That's 5 successes. That's even better.
Not high enough for difficulty 10 needed to escape the Gaol. Unfortunate.
Goodbye, my son.
Recovery scenes are scenes where normally you don't roll any dice. I'm fudging that a bit because that's way too restrictive for my liking, but is there anything else you guys want to do as you have a moment to take a breath? Any tactical advice to exchange with allies, questions for Novari about how the script is going, or any...
Hey, Novari.
What's up, man?
How many, so, about the script you're writing, you have us as the winner, right?
I need you to say something funny for the end of the song break.
Fucking-lutely.
No, I need you to say something funny now, like tell a joke.
Oh! The Wyld Hunt itself is a joke, so I mean, I guess that's going to be my joke, is the Wyld Hunt?
Yeah, sure, that works. Anyway, what were you asking?
Hold on, I got it. Hold up, I got this. I'm training this. Okay, let's see. Dad jokes. Here it is. How do you make a llama's day?
I don't know. How do you make a llama's day?
You say, I'll pack a lunch.
You know what? That's actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, I think I'll use that
Oh, my
one.
lord.
Okay, there you go. I can go back to being on my own now. Sorry, I had to invade the scene to fulfill my contractually obligated comic relief role for about 5 minutes.
Maybe I should have cast you as the comic relief. I don't know if this guy's very funny.
Well, how dare you? I'm just tired. My life has been nothing but hell.
You think that's bad? Wait to see what I have planned for the sequel.
Nice.
I'm thinking about spinning off a whole spin-off about you. Lythander in love.
Okay, who am I in love with?
Well, it's gonna be a harem, of course.
Nice.
Of course, Lythander gets the
Oh,
harem.
no, you don't understand. It's one of those harems that hate you, also.
I've heard about one of these before. From one of my other infernal comrades up
Yes,
north.
it's one of... I was inspired by reading Heaven's Blessing on This Wonderful World. Another famous Malthian play.
I've heard it's quite good, but I can't say I've ever attended to it myself.
Hey, maybe you'll get a chance. Aren't you due for coming to the city in a couple months?
Yes, I know. That I am.
Also, we're in the middle of a war, Novari, so, I mean... The fun kinda has to stop at one point.
Oh, I actually need to go make some wedding clothes for you guys.
Oh, yes, I forgot! Who am I marrying again?
Oh, no. All comedies have to end with a wedding.
Right.
Yes, you're right. Like, what was it? Wardrobe. No, not wardrobe. It's Crown of something. It was hilarious. It ended with this thing called a red wedding.
Unfortunately, I heard it went way downhill after that scene.
Yes, but it's still funny.
Those playwrights had no fucking idea what they were doing. Anyway, back to the war.
All right. If you don't mind, I think I'd like to
We do mind.
attempt. You know, I'm actually not too sure what I could do at this point. The main thing that I really am interested in dealing with is in prepping up in reaching Joktan. Actually, she asked that we beat what's his name. We did. It wasn't in the way that she might have expected that we did, but we did do it.
And she
That
did
counts as
promise
a win.
that she would... Hey, funny you mentioned that dragon on the horizon. Guess who's perched on its shoulders as the camera zooms in on her.
Oh, come on. I need to talk to you. All right.
So, I have to ask,
setting up a...
at any point during your rest, do you sleep?
Yeah. You know what? I'll treat it like the rest is the rests I'm having right now, and yeah, I'm gonna be sleeping.
Alright, Gavel and Aura, do you sleep? Sorry, Gavel and Lythander. Wait, that's new, I'm mixing up...
New names swap around, but yes, Gavel will sleep to get health.
Lythander.
I think Lythander is not going to sleep at the moment.
Okay, in which case, we could get started before that big scene. We could get started on the Sorcerer's Working Venture.
Yep.
So, I actually misspoke when I assigned the creation of mushrooms. That's just a basic bitch first circle necromancy spell. Making them people would be a second circle thing.
What about making them edible?
Oh, they're already edible. That's part of the first circle magics.
Yes, okay. Good, that's what I thought.
For instance, the one lunar who made the entire species of turtle wolves, that's first circle. Making an entire new race of people with their own sapience and emotions and complexity, that would be second, I believe.
Okay.
It would normally be third for sorcery, but necromancy is really fucking good at making minions.
Oh yes, no, I'm gonna have them have free will too.
Yep, I am going to have to ask one of the following in regards to means.
Needs?
Means. M-E-A-N-S.
Okay, got it, yes.
You're gonna need to have one of the following in order to do this. Complementary spells, cooperation from another circle of the same power, extra time, exotic components, sorcerer's infrastructure, or wild shaping.
Leopard doesn't hate me anymore, right?
Leopard is not in the capacity to cooperate right now. You would need to contact him in order to get the means.
Okay. I'm just trying to think. Am I friendly enough with anybody?
Sky Thunder and Shadow did depart recently, but...
I know, that's... Well, this sucks. I have no friends. No, nobody's going to deny that. Okay.
I'm right here, says Spider.
You know what, Spider? You're right. You are my friend. And I appreciate you.
Actually,
Which
I'm
is
going to
why
have...
I'm going to let...
I'm going to have Amir roll a theft check.
Amir?
Oh?
No.
Not on you. On, let me pull up the charm. It is a, stealth charm. Doubt Sealing Heist. Commit one mote when you successfully steal an item. For as long as the mote remains committed, no one will notice it's missing. Let's have him roll that check.
That's scary.
I'm going to go have another one of the... I'm going to have the Iselsi and Jaresvin roll awareness to conflict. Iselsi rolls 9. Uh-oh.
What?
Well, the stealth check was not successful, but Amir still gets a roll to try and escape. He's going to spend another mote for lightning speed to try and get the fuck out of there. And Jaresvin will make a roll to try and cut off his escape with double 9s via the icebergs, which he now controls.
The ice.
Even with double 9, he didn't roll enough 9s for that to matter, thankfully.
Okay.
Otherwise, Amir would have been, Captain America that's frozen in ice.
Oh no. That actually could have been very bad.
Yep. There is a camera cut to a wide shot of the ocean. About a dozen icebergs are drifting in Jeffery's vicinity now. And there is a shot of a flash zoom as Amir is running across the water, panting and screaming, "You weren't supposed to see that! You weren't supposed to see that! You weren't supposed to..." As chasing after him, running across the water thanks to a water exalt anima ability, is the guy you saw earlier with the iceberg maker axe. In one arm, and in the other arm is Ganesvin, second circle demon, and preserving soul of Lygear himself. Chasing after you, swinging both, and trying to crush Amir to death with icebergs.
Oh, that's not good.
He was not able to secure a secondary means for you, which is what he was trying to do.
Oh, okay.
And if all else fails, you could do, extended time, but that would mean it wouldn't be finished until after the war.
Okay.
I'll read them off again for you if you so. Complementary spells. A spell's purpose is related to the working you're trying to perform. Cooperation of other sorcerers, or necromancers in this case. Extra time. Exotic components, like the head of a rare behemoth, an oracucum lamp, snow from the peak of the Imperial Mountain, big-ass fucking salt diamonds, sorcerer's infrastructure, or someone with wild shaping technique. Hey, Gavel. Oh, wait, she's asleep right now, so you would not be able to have Gavel's assistance in this scene.
So, what were the other ones again? I'm sorry.
Complementary spells. A spell whose purpose is related to the working you're trying to perform.
Do I have any spells I can... Let's see. Do I have any spells? I have charms, but I don't think I have spells. Oh, wait, yes! Theft of memory.
Whose memories are you loading in here is the question.
Whose memory gems do I have?
You took Malik's?
I'm going to use Malik's memory.
That's your means. Sounds good.
All right.
This is gonna be fucking weird. The ambition is absolutely a second circle here. So this is a magical working venture. Let me scroll back up to those type of adventure. Base obstacles 5. Time scale is gonna be in scenes here. You might be able to get it done by the end of the war. Might be able to turn the tide. First obstacle here, need to keep working secret. Are you bothering with keeping it secret?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it secret.
Alright, give me a stealth roll with your choice of ability, difficulty 6.
Ooh, that could be a bit hard. I'm going to use my excellency in stealth, and I'm going to be using my fortitude excellency in it.
Okay.
Actually, let me double check. Did I take that in stealth? Sorry, I
you may have, if you haven't spent a free excellency or oxbody from essencing up to 4, you could apply that as a stealth excellency.
I did, though, that's why.
Okay. It also stunt if you think of a creative way to try and making people, or making a...
I do have a stealth. I did use it for a stealth excellency. So,
Okay. Alright then.
and I did put it as fortitude as my...
Which means
I'm
you
going
could
to
add
start
more
humming,
dice
making it
if your fortitude's higher.
Secret, let's make a secret. Let's make a mushroom man.
Oh, yeah! Add a stunt since you're incorporating that into Malik's prowess. That's already a success, but you might be able to get overflow successes and spend on other shit.
No. 7 successes.
7 successes, that's still a success with 1 overflow. All you could really do with 1 is observe or deduce an important fact about the magic or its effects. I'll offer you a choice here. A choice about the working itself and how it will go, or a choice about who's trying to oppose you here. In this case, the Wyld Hunt and Joktan. Do you value the work? Do you value your future mushroom people more, or do you value the group war effort more? Your call.
I value my future mushroom people more.
Alright.
I'm sorry, guys. Have you seen my mushroom people?
Okay.
I mean, technically, yes.
I'm assuming...
No, you haven't.
How 40k orc-like are you going here?
So, how 40k orc-like, you're asking? Well, one, when they die, they produce spores that regenerate not new version of themselves, but basically, make new copies of themselves.
Okay.
I'm going to make them very, very intelligent, like the old orcs.
Alright.
And, I think that's all I'm going to do, because I don't think you want to have a race of mushroom people that, if they believe it hard enough, the color purple makes them invisible.
Yeah, that's a little bit much.
Or the color yellow makes you fast. So that you go at...
I will say that they will
have
some supernatural prowess of some variety, but especially...
But not that.
Unless you roll stupid fucking high for other overflow successes, yeah.
Yeah, no, I would say that you give me that at, 10 overflow successes, that you say I can pick that.
Probably, yeah.
At
but
that level.
The other thing, so the other factor we'll note is that if you're giving them the capacity for free will in people, the double-edged sword is that you're gonna have to convince them to help once they self-actualize.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, meanwhile, in the dream...
I'm making... hear me out here. I'm making a literal sentient race.
Yeah.
I don't want to be... As a lunar who hate dictatorships.
Yeah, unless they're running it.
I don't like them even if I'm running it, so...
Okay. Meanwhile, in the dream dimension, conveniently out of range of...
Minecraft.
No, conveniently out of range of Lythander's anti-mind control field.
Oh.
You're at an oasis. You immediately realize you've been summoned into a dream, because this dream is... both of you immediately tell this dream is tinged with heavy essence. I'll say that Aura is here or Nue is here as well, sipping on a coconut drink. You're all in various chairs, lounging around. Across the oasis from you is a appropriately sized gargantuan chair in which a dragon is resting and coiled up in.
Huh.
Dragon. Remember that gif I posted? From the guy from One Piece? Similar build to that, very similar size. This is a lesser elemental dragon. What's a greater elemental dragon? Oh, there's only 5 of them. They're the gods of those elements. This one is bigger than Tenpen Meshu was. The dragon ruling over Shampur. Size probably equals to power. He is staring all of you down. He is still wearing the suspiciously modern-looking business suit he was summoned wearing. Like, imagine a dragon in a tuxedo.
That's a pretty raw image, not gonna lie.
Yeah, this dragon went to the same clothing store the Turks go to.
Mhm.
Standing on top of him is Joktan.
Oh, shit.
You didn't think I'd be fool enough to come without backup, now did you? Of course, she's still staring down at Aura, saying this, not paying Gavel any mind.
Gavel's gonna flip her the
Oh,
bird.
she's not seeing it. She's not looking at you. Who is looking at you, however, is the
Still
giant
gonna do
fucking
it.
dragon.
I still keep the middle finger up.
As crude
You-
as I expected.
You don't have to come and talk to us in such, devious circumstances every time. You can just show up and we can have a chat. Doesn't have to be that hard.
With an entire army in their midst, while I would survive, it would be irritating. Particularly given your amniosity towards those trying to hold everything together. Briefly, the dragon rolls his eyes, but does not interrupt her. I take it that your friend is still wide awake, then? The annoying one?
Yep.
Well, if he's not here, then more than likely...
Eureka! You just hear that throughout the Gaol.
That's
I've
the
come up
sound
with a
of him
new
being
recipe!
awake. That's the sound of him being awake. Anyway,
I said I would listen. Speak.
alright. So, now I have to remember what it was I wanted to tell them. So, back when I was still, Glow, I made a terrible, terrible mistake that should have never existed. You were there. In fact, you were there to see it. And you killed me. But as far as what you've told me, I don't think you quite understood the power that was at hand when you entered and left the city. It was constructed with the same kind of with the similar kind of time-altering magic as my friend Lythander's Gaol, as you recall. And it is capable of expanding indefinitely, generating life indefinitely by consuming life from elsewhere. And it is capable of maintaining the citizens inside in a state of perpetual life. They are unable to age, and they are unable to die, as you know. You're also not able to leave the city, as it traps you within its walls, soul-bound, via bounds of the soul. Now, while I don't know the specifics yet, I have it on good authority that the city of El Dorado, my past mistake, is, and also my past self's great life's work, has the power to pose a threat to a Death Lord. And what I want is for you to help me utilize it to that extent. And what I ask for in return, because I know that you and I both cannot stand the Death Lord. Though I would only ask for one thing in return, if I would allow you to use my creation for this purpose.
Please give me a presence roll. Difficulty 9.
Ooh.
Alright,
Ooh.
Can I retro stunt this?
Yes.
So yeah, this is a big important thing for him. Talking to Joktan, they are the only person that Aura knows, who has wound up through or the only one of the few people who was wound up there and survived. Not only that, but that was able to bypass the magic of the place to end Glow's life through the immortality field. This of course means that Joktan can bypass the magic and help alleviate the suffering of the people in there. Which is to say, it's the place we can where we can find some kind of common ground. Or I would be happy to find a way to use this to save those people. But it is ultimately a gamble. So, she's really hoping that she'll listen. Because at the end of the day, it's all about figuring out how to fix Glow's mistake.
Alright. Have a stunt?
Alright. So, presence and... what did you say?
This sounds like a finesse roll to me.
Presence, finesse. Okay.
Do
2
it.
fours,
Do it.
and then another 4 on
Do
top.
it.
Like,
Do it.
if I could get an 8 on this, And then I'll also, actually, let's see. Where is it? It's...
Harmonious Presence Meditation?
Yes.
You did mention buying it before the camera started rolling.
I'm committing a mote for the scene. I'll add an automatic success to the social influence. And then I'll ignore... And then I also ignore up to 3 dice of mundane social situational penalties. To the social influence. I assume we still don't have I assume our anima is back at 0.
Yes.
Okay, so I would only raise it to 1. It would only be at passive, so I don't get my active anima effects. Okay. Here we go. Oh my god, I got it! That's 9!
8, 6.
That's 9!
Oh yeah, that's
Because
I
double
got
nines?
No, because of the automatic
Oh,
success.
right, the auto success. Right. Solos win ties.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, fuck yeah, I got it!
Wow.
Joktan is going to spend 1 mote to activate Force Decision. Spend 1 mote when a character considers a hard bargain to avoid social influence. Normally,
Come on now.
the storyteller... Well, hard bargain is not a direct refusal, it's something related to that. Normally the storyteller provides 2 hard bargains, and the Sidereal chooses between them on the target character's behalf. I'm gonna let the players choose.
Oh.
2 hard bargain options that she is considering right now, and this is not something any of you guys are aware of in universe. This is just purely meta narrative here speaking.
Yep, alright.
Option A. Option A is that she rejects you outright and goes into an angry rant. In doing so, reveals a number of very compromising and useful bits of intelligence against her.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Alright.
Option B. She's not the one that's convinced. The dragon is.
That could also be very
also hearing
good.
this argument.
Alright, so hear me out. Although intelligence is very good, especially since we're in a war effort.
Right.
Consider my counterpoint. Dragon.
I was also... I was considering your counterpoint from a mile away. Yes, indeed. We're going for dragon.
Oh.
We're gonna Hey, do you know what she needs to do, though?
No.
We're gonna drag on this dragoon.
Yeah, I was gonna say they can drag on these nuts.
It's a good thing you're not there, so
Yeah.
End of Joy doesn't trigger.
I know.
Oh, goodness.
That's okay. I have continuous plans to assist in this.
She needs to commit a mote for End of Joy to activate. I don't think she has ever committed that mote since she gained that evocation. Hundreds of years ago.
Oh, my goodness.
I said I would hear you out. I said I would listen. That was all I agreed to. The compact is done. Let me ask you this. Do you really think I'm interested in destroying El Dorado?
That's not what I said.
And
What I want...
You first, sorry.
What I want is to help fix the mistake. to ease the suffering of those people trapped in there. If El Dorado could remain sealed at the bottom of the ocean, then it would be just fine by me. But there are millennia-old souls trapped in there who have been festering in their animosity against the living world for way too long, and they deserve the chance to pass on.
Do they?
Yes, they do. They got nothing to do with this.
It's at this point, the dragon, Oolong is his name, and I don't know if you guys have heard the name in character, but he had a Yakuza title card introduction as the Censor of the Dreaming Sea.
Censor of the Dreaming Sea. I'm presuming that is censor as in CENSOR? Okay, excellent.
We'll get into what that means in a bit, probably. But for now, all you need to know is he's a big lizard with big power.
Right.
In terms of raw combat prowess, about on par with Octavian.
Oh, excellent.
Cool.
He actually opens his mouth to speak. I have my own issues to take umbrage with El Dorado. And while I came here as... He tries to answer that question but can't. Even so, any efforts with which to correct that mistake is one I shall at least listen to. Tell me specifically what your idea is.
Well, if Joktan was able to bypass the immortality field to slay Glow in the past, I would wager that she would be able to do so again. This is the basis on and how we can free the people in there. As to how we can harness the power of El Dorado to assist in defeating the Death Lord is something that, while I know is possible, would take further research. And unfortunately, I think I know exactly the person who can help us. He's messing with mushrooms downstairs.
You don't know that.
If you made the goal, you might have some input on how this kind of magic works.
And that is the reason I came here, in order to divest that terror from its owner. Joktan raises an eyebrow but says nothing as he continues to speak. Tell me, do you think it is right for someone to have the power to imprison thousands in a hellscape where they pass through eons in the blink of an eye? It's El Dorado again, but without the expansion problem. It's an infinite torture engine, and that I cannot abide.
It does infinitely expand. We did agree on that.
Unfortunately, Oolong doesn't know that.
Okay. Also, it's mostly just used for recovery.
He doesn't know that. All he's heard are the legends.
Yep, that's it.
And beyond such that, I'm also here because of that. And then he looks toward Gavel.
The bird is still up in the air. It has not left.
I have heard the scant rumors of...
The scat rumors?
What you are. Let me guess.
I'm a lot of things, I've been told.
Let me guess. Your plan after killing me is to go on and kill all of heaven, yes?
No.
That wasn't on the immediate list, but I would like to think of that as either the last thing on the list or the second to last thing on the list of things I need to kill.
Do you know how many gods
Yes.
live in heaven?
If I were to guess, probably about 7.6 billion of them.
Actually, not too far from the ballpark. But the point is, how many of them are guilty of... I'm assuming you wish to kill them because of the corruption, like every jackass like you who has a bone to pick because of it?
More or less. Oh, and also because of people like her, and I point to Joktan.
Gives you a hateful glare. He continues speaking regardless, though. Do you believe every single person forced into corruption deserves to die? Not a chance to grow past it and improve? Say that someone accepted a bribe in order to prevent an innocent man from being convicted to the hangsman's noose. He doesn't know that by a court of corrupt mortal law, he was found guilty, and yet he is innocent. The guardsman, by his merit and his nature, cannot defy sending this man to a certain death, but he must break what some call norms and engage in a little bit of side business in order to do the right thing. Not everyone is a card-carrying villain up there. Many gods just seek to do the right thing in an imperfect world.
So what you're basically saying is don't blame the executioner, blame the judge.
Among many other things, yes. And perhaps more importantly, murder is not your only answer here.
It's the only answer!
He's gonna try a persuade action on Gavel.
Oh ho. Alright. Hold on.
Now keep in mind, this is a big motherfucking dragon. The fact he's engaging with you and any kind of debate at all might be a little surprising.
Yeah, just a wee bit. Just a wee bit entirely surprising.
What are Gavel's virtues again?
What are my what? Virtues. Alright, I'll go in order. I must kill wicked rulers and leaders.
You should only just have two virtues. Not the intimacies.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes. Virtues, not the intimacies. Justice and discipline.
Okay, this might be using your justice virtue to lower your resolve here, unless you could think of intimacy that would counter this on your sheet.
Alright, so what is he specifically wanting to do?
If you go on your murder spree, you really should only target the few people that deserve it, and not everyone in heaven just trying to get by.
Priests who speak for heaven can't be trusted?
He's not a priest, he's an officiant. Yeah,
true. Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's a lot of successes. That's 10 successes on 10 dice.
Goodness sakes alive! Besides that, don't really got nothing beyond I must kill wicked rulers and leaders, but he is neither of those as far as Gavel is aware.
As always, you could hard bargain out of this, and give me a moment to think of what the hard bargain would be.
I was about to say, what might this hard bargain pertain?
Still going on the planned rampage on heaven, but not every use of force has to be lethal. You could just crack a few skulls if needed.
Trying to think. I think Gavel would be at least a bit accepting of that hard bargain. Okay,
in that case, Gavel has been successfully persuaded. Like, okay, when I get up there eventually in the end, in my hopeful end game, I leave a lot of bodies and blood and ichor behind me, but not everyone needs to be butted, so some people could just get on with being slugged in the face and losing a few teeth.
They can take their licks, but they don't need to be corpses.
Yes, only the actual corrupt monsters, perhaps.
Well, as long as they get the picture across, then I'm sure that we can meet in the middle, as it is said.
Even with that understood, there is still the issue of your bosses. The Yosi.
Indeed.
You killed one of the Sidereal Exalted, or your companion with the mushrooms was responsible for such.
Correct.
And they seek retribution.
That's pretty damn bad of them, now isn't it?
He tries to say something again, but seemingly something prevents him from doing so. So he changes tact, as you see him open his massive maw, and he just stops, closes, and starts the sentence again in a facial expression that looks like frustration at something. Closes his eyes, sighs. Even disregarding heaven, what are your plans for the dreaming sea? That is the reason I am here, is to prevent a genocidal maniac from slaughtering everything in her path, is the words that were across my desk. He's going to read intentions on Gavel.
All right. Let's see. Oh my goodness sakes!
What is Gavel's intentions toward the Dreaming Sea?
She wants to free the Dreaming Sea and get it out of Prasad's thumb, or tyrannical thumb.
All right. Stares down. He spent a mote to activate Measure the Wind, which is a universal ability spirits in Exalted tend to have to detect the relationship and ideals of people in means to their office. In this case, as a leader of men, he is trying to determine Gavel's feelings towards other polities in the region.
Okay.
After procking that, he stares down and looks at you. Crusading hero you are, then, or at least that's how you see yourself.
Something like that, yes.
When you get to Prasad, what will you do there too? Will you slaughter everyone there as well, regardless of innocence or guilt?
Oh, no, not quite. See, unlike heavenly politics, I think the answer here is a bit simple. The tyrannical measure of the Prasadi rule will just extend to the Prasadi rule. I'm not going to slay every fucking butler or maid that comes across my path. Just gonna go for the big wigs, and that's all.
It's at this point, Joktan glares down to Olong, leans down, and spends a mote, and whispers into his ear. What's odd is that she's not saying anything that makes sense. Like, she's a stage whispering. This is at a distance everyone else could hear. It sounds like she's just whispering gibberish to him.
Hold on. Let me see. Does this technically count? Hold on. Where in the world did I put it?
Golden Years Tarnished Black?
No, although that is one I should probably maybe get into that. No, I was thinking, where is it? Strange Tongue Understanding, but I don't know where I put it. There it is. Let's see. That maybe okay. It's not sophisticated. A language they do not know.
Let me look up the name of what this Sidereal charm is, so I can explain what the fuck she's doing, because I think that allows you to pick up something.
Yeah. If I use Strange Tongue Understanding, I'll be able to, my understanding is not sophisticated, but I'll be able to get minimal reading and speech in a foreign tongue without needing to roll.
Yes.
Complex discussions required.
The thing is, you can tell that this is legitimately gibberish. However, it's not gibberish to Olong. She's using some kind of spiritual language that she doesn't understand either. She's using some kind of sidereal technique in order to give him enlightenment, via means that only spirits of the earth can understand, as an earth dragon.
Oh.
This appears to be her pulling out some variety of trump card via of secrets yet untold. Let me read off this charm.
Excellent.
The scenario hisses along susurration in a spirit's ear, whispering gibberish syllables in which the spirit nonetheless hears a secret about the future, one that it can never repeat. As a result, this means that the spirit is now locked in to perform a task for her.
Oh, great.
Kill the primitive. And with that, she absences out.
Oh, great. Awesome.
He looks incredibly conflicted at whatever the fuck she just said. And you heard whatever the fuck she just said. It just means nothing. Like, she just whispered Baba Booey and then teleported out.
Can I do a read intentions roll?
Yes, you can.
On this dragon?
Yeah, on
What do I need to roll
Olong
for
is
that?
his name, and he would have introduced himself by now.
Olong Johnson.
O, gold,
gosh,
long, dragon.
Yeah, as I just said. Oh,
No, AU is the chemical symbol for gold, and long is the Chinese transliteration of the term for dragon.
Okay, you're not getting the joke. But okay.
long.
No, I'm getting it. I'm just choosing to ignore it. That would be your
Alright,
choice
I'm
of
sorry, I'm
awareness
sorry you
or
don't like
embassy.
South Park.
Awareness or embassy.
Awareness or embassy? I think. Let me double check. I have more embassy. Do I have? Hold on. Is this my time? It is my time. You said awareness or embassy,
Yep.
correct? All right. I'm just gonna spend a mote, and I'm gonna do an excellency with embassy. I knew this would come in handy one day. All right. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then any attribute or what attribute?
Any attribute. And thankfully, intimacies and virtues cannot boost read intentions, so you're just rolling against his base of 4.
Okay. So, so let me think. 5, 8, that is 13 in total if I did my math right. Yes. Kind and full of grace. 3 successes. No.
Or you want to do an assist roll?
Yes, I do. What do I do?
Or you
Guess
could
I'll
also
roll.
do your own read intentions roll on him if you'd like to.
All right. I mean, I could. What do I roll? I guess. Fuck it. You know what? Let's extend the session further. It's time for everyone's favorite motive discerning technique.
I was wondering when that would come out.
Oh boy.
All right, we're rolling finesse and embassy with the embassy excellency. And I will be taking these successes. I have an automatic success thanks to the thing that I put down last turn. It's time to start asking some questions.
Oh boy, question time.
I got 9
It's-
9 successes.
Oh my
You have
goodness sakes.
7 questions to ask!
Yeah!
Aye,
This
all right.
session's gonna be 4 hours long.
Please, no.
We have combat to get to.
No, not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Strategic combat, not direct combat.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for what question are we going to ask the
Questions
dragon?
to ask.
Are we going to ask, does the character feel positively, negatively, or neutrally about me?
That's pretty self-explanatory.
Are we going to ask, does the character or I share a virtue?
Probably not.
Do the character and I share an intimacy? Ooh.
Also probably
What
not.
haven't I noticed about the character?
I mean that, yeah. Let's put a.
Were it not for
feather in that
copyright,
one
the
for
Price is
later.
Right music would be playing here right now.
How can I get the character to do what I want?
I mean that depends on a lot of factors, but let's also put a hold on
And
it.
thanks to the upgrade, wise-eyed, courtier method, I get access to another slew of 5 wonderful questions, such as,
Oh my
who's
goodness.
really in authority here? What do I have
Okay, yeah.
that someone here wants?
I think that could also be a bit self-explanatory.
What would constitute a grievous faux pas in this circle?
You know what? That maybe.
What grudge is being hidden?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I think we should actually.
And you could
do
also
that one.
improv other questions in the spirit of these questions.
And who doesn't belong here?
I mean, the ginormous dragon that's right in front of us seems like a pretty obvious one, but beyond that,
All right. So we're starting with what grudge is being hidden.
yes.
Okay, what grudge is being hidden? Rex.
He fucking hates Glow so much.
Yay!
Oh. Awesome.
That's
In fact-
great to know.
His exact intimacy, Major Ty, Gentle Glow, this is all your fault. That's the reason several reasons he's pissed at El Dorado. He appears to have personal history with Gentle Glow paints the morning day. All of it negative.
Sick.
Naturally, he
Excellent.
recognizes that, and while he is frosty to you, and even though he professed to allegedly not liking Gavel more, he appears to be oddly more friendly to her, or at least less angry.
Right. So he was not an approval of the toboggan of installing the toboggan on the giant city that eats.
He did not
matter.
sign the zoning commission.
I see. All right, makes sense. Wrote that one right down. All right, next question. What are we gonna ask him?
Let's see. What was one of the ones I said maybe to? Or that
what
we
would
shouldn't hold
constitute a
on?
grievous faux pas in this circle?
We might as well. We have 6 more questions.
Yes, this is the 6th one.
Many dialogue options await
Yep.
you.
What would constitute a grievous faux pas in this circle, Rex?
Comical amount of questions.
Anything that would result in the outright destruction of El Dorado and everyone in it.
Oh.
Right. Wait.
This is
hold
a
on.
delicate situation. If you go in there with a hammer, he will get incredibly mad, judging from subtext and what he was and wasn't saying.
Wait. So, hold on. So, wait a second. He is a collaborator.
For which side?
That's why he hates Glow. He didn't dislike the fact that the city got built in the first place. Glow fucked up something, and that made him hate, and that made the dragon hate him.
Would you like to
Is that
spend a
right?
second question on clarifying what exactly that means? Because
Yeah, I'm getting a little. I'm getting some mixed messages. I want to expend an extra question to clarify what that means. Yes.
you're not quite right, you're not quite wrong. He was not a collaborator. He was not personally involved with the project. In fact, from very brief flashbacks to your time as Glow, he opposed it. Wait, that's not him. That's a different dragon in his seat.
Right.
Wait a minute.
His what do you call it?
His predecessor.
Predecessor.
Wait a second. That's... Exterior shots from when you were dying and your ghost was roaming, the city of El Dorado. There was a dragon on the way there, wasn't there?
Huh.
You had the distinct impression his predecessor is trapped in El Dorado.
Oh shit.
Well then.
Oh fuck. Oh, so that's why he's got so much animosity toward the idea of like freeing all the souls there by killing them.
Yep.
Okay. Understood. Approaching situation with much more delicacy. Alright, that's 3 questions so far. We still have 4 questions to ask.
Goodness sakes.
What's your favorite food? Do you come here often? What's your favorite sports team?
Okay.
Oh no.
What do I have that someone here wants could be interesting? I'm not sure if we should go for that one.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
And we kind of got an answer for the first question. Does the character feel positively, negatively, or neutrally about me in the process of answering
Yeah.
the grudge question? Who doesn't belong here is interesting.
Indeed, I'd agree with that.
What haven't I noticed about the character? That also rolls a bit into the grudge, but you could tell me something else. Or their history was already sort of made evident. But how else do we swing the fact that he's got his ancestor trapped in the city of El Dorado?
I should note, he looked significantly different from him. They are elementals of different composition. The one you saw swimming down there was a wood elemental. So they're not
Right.
related, at least in a familial sense.
Right. But it is his like previous incarnation, you said, right?
No, just the previous person to hold that office.
Okay. But they still have like a relation.
Yes.
Okay.
I think the question you wanted to ask
do
was,
have a
what
social
haven't you
link.
noticed here?
That's something we were thinking, and maybe how could I get the character to do what I want? Well,
We absolutely should do that one,
yeah,
but let's
we can
do the.
we can do both because we have.
We
four
can.
I
questions.
just realized the interesting thing you haven't realized about the situation. I've realized what that would be.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
Oh, is it that Lythander isn't here?
No, that's not it.
Not quite.
All right. What haven't I noticed about the character?
Whatever Joktan did to him is, and what she said to kill the slur goes here, in regards to Gavel, it's something bordering on the very edge of mind control. A compelling effect is used, and Olong, whether he wants to or not, is going to be forced to attack Gavel. Caveat.
Oh, great.
This is considered, out of narrative, this is considered social influence. Social influence can be overturned. If you can identify one of his intimacies or virtues foremost to his heart, and use that via influence in a way to counter what you just did.
Oh, darn it. All right, hold on.
Well, you said that he was trying to use Gavel's thing of of justice against them. Was justice part of his influences?
I could totally use Golden Years.
Do you want me to tell you what of his virtues and intimacies are with a question?
Well, I can't really do that. I can only say
you can only narrow it
ask.
down.
Yeah, I can narrow it down with do the character and I share a virtue, and do the character and I share an intimacy. But that's blowing through 2 questions, and we only have 3 now.
I would say if you're gonna do any of them, do virtue. I think that may hit a bit closer.
All right, do the character and I share a virtue.
What are your virtues?
I have virtues of wonder and compassion.
He has a minor virtue of compassion.
I
Okay, that's
see.
all right.
We can swing that.
That's all right.
Okay.
Yep.
I can swing that. And how could I get the character to do what I want is an additional question. We are burning through them fast. We only have 1 more after this one.
How big his dick?
Alright, if you want to ask that, you gotta find some
No.
way to... You have to do 2 things, because they're not mutually... You need to do both of them. First is you have to find a way to break the not quite mind control.
Right. That is something you
He has been
imply.
convinced that he needs to kill Gavel in order to... Question mark, because he can't directly say, but it's important to him as a spirit. As a matter of fact, you could see him start glowing more the second... He just went up at essence level.
Oh, God,
Oh, no.
why did he do that?
He just went from essence 5 to 6 because of whatever Joktan just did.
Why?
I don't like that.
Why did he do that?
I don't like that at all.
So you need to stop him from killing Gavel, either via force or via talk no jutsu successfully. Additionally, you need to get Gavel and the Ashen Ones to swear an oath to protect the Dreaming Sea.
To protect the Dreaming Sea. What does that include?
I can think of a few
I'll give you
things.
one thing that doesn't include Prasad. It's not on the Dreaming Sea. It's further inland.
Okay, good. We can dab on them. Okay, we can swear it. We can swear it. Loophole. All right. We have 1 more question we can ask.
All right. Well, what were the ones we were contemplating?
We still have available to us. Who doesn't belong here?
Okay.
What do I have that someone here wants?
Okay, maybe.
Who's really in authority here? That's sort of implied. It's Joktan.
Yeah.
Do the character and I share an intimacy? And does the character feel positively, negatively, or neutrally about
And
it?
you can improv questions in the
That's
spirit of any
And
of
we can
those.
improv a new one.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Okay. If so, may I be the one to bring up a possible impromptu question with the approval of one aura?
Of course, this is what the council is for. This is Alien X.
All
this
right.
is what Alien X does whenever they do like an
Anything.
important.
Whenever they do anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to take a
all right.
step to the right.
My impromptu question was going to be, how do I phrase this?
What is the base idea of the question?
What's something that's causing... No. What is causing someone here discomfort or worry would be the general idea of the question.
I feel like that's kind of sort of been answered by the what haven't I noticed about the character. Like, we know they've been...
True. I'm just trying to think of a way of...
What burdens are being hidden?
Ooh.
You know what? Okay, I kind of like that one, yeah.
Maybe what contract are you under?
No,
That actually would be covered by this.
Really?
Oh, what burdens are being hidden sounds like a pretty good one.
For the sake of the audience and keep things interesting, I'll give 2 different answers of those kinds of burdens.
Okay, alright.
The first burden is one of office. Now is when, in character, you get not a literal title card, but you realize who he is. The Censor of the Dreaming Sea. He is one of the highest political figures in the terrestrial bureaucracy in this direction.
Right.
Oh, fuck me.
He is, in fact, the mayor of the Dreaming Sea.
Wait a second. Is he related to that Tenpen
Meshu?
Tenpen
Meshu?
They are both lesser elemental dragons, but one holds an official office, and the other is just the evil empress of Gotham City.
Got it.
Right.
Wait, she was evil? I thought she was just hot.
But yeah, we do, as part of that, as part of that promise to swear an oath to protect the Dreaming Sea, it is part of just like the burden of office, yes.
Yes, and additionally in the burden of office, Joktan is an official of the celestial bureaucracy. One of the main things causing him issue here is an issue of jurisdiction.
Yep, heaven's overriding the laws.
Yep, and the laws of Malpheus fall under
but...
celestial jurisdiction, which is why, even though he does not trust Gavel, she seems like a nice person, ? And also...
I haven't caused too much chaos in recent
And also,
years.
why the fuck is corporate coming down here telling me I need to kick someone out of my restaurant? What the fuck?
Oh, goodness.
I've never seen this don't serve this person sign. What the fuck is this? That's burden number 1.
Who put this here?
Who put this racism here?
Corporate, because of course.
Burden number 2. I think you realize exactly what the relationship he has with the elemental dragon trapped inside El Dorado. Ryu is his name, and this would be familiar to Aura through flashbacks. Aura, you also remember him having a student. At the time, he was mid-rank elemental of a nearby mesa, where a town was built on it. It was moderately prosperous. He was an up-and-comer during the late first age. He had a different name back then, but you could tell this is the same person. But fun fact about elementals, as they grow in power, the more and more dragon-like they become. You know what carcinization is? Instead of become as crab, any sufficiently powerful elemental will become a dragon.
Become as Durgan.
Yes.
That's amazing.
So he got to that power level. They were close for master and student. And by that I mean they were fucking.
Oh, excellent.
Hot.
That thing.
His
Gavel knows
partner
nothing
is trapped in El Dorado.
Like the good old days of Rome.
We need to save the president's girlfriend.
Boyfriend, but yes.
Boyfriend.
Them friend. Because we don't know.
Girlfriend.
And that's why I used that specific intro quote.
Oh, come on.
So that's all. You realize all of that bullshit in a couple seconds of looking with him as you go through all the dialogue trees in your head.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places.
Nue
worn
looks
out
up, finishes her
places.
coconut drink, looks down at Aura. So do we kill him, or?
No, we can swing this.
The giant dragon's claws are digging into the oasis as he is staring down Gavel and saying, "No, I don't want to, but I don't have a choice."
Wait!
Don't make me do this. I really don't want to do this.
Neither of you have to do this. I know of a way everybody can get what they want, nobody gets hurt.
That's to kill Lythander.
No, that's a separate subplot.
Oh, is this like a wording?
We're not...
Oh, Nue snaps his fingers. Is this like a wording shit? What if killing her means like, I don't know, like spiritual rebirth?
No.
I'm not,
you don't understand.
I'm not doing that.
No, you don't understand. What's going on here is that our good friend, I forgot her name already. But our good friend
Joktan.
has, or not Joktan, I mean the dragon.
Oh, Olong.
Oh.
Our good friend Olong here has entered into a bit of a barnacle. You see, they think due to Joktan's influence that the only way to reach where they need to go is to get rid of Gavel. However, I know for a fact that you have some history with it was someone very important to you who's trapped in El Dorado right now. I think and you need Joktan's help, and same as you need Joktan's help to free them from that place. However, in addition to that, you have the burden of office, and you know for a fact that Joktan herself is overstepping the bounds of her authority due to issues outside of your own control. In addition, you feel that you need an important, how do I put this, oath of fealty from us to ensure that we won't fuck around in your domain, and that you can work with us without feeling like you need to worry about not reporting back to your superiors. And so that you don't feel like you need to make any super super cumbersome decisions regarding managing and keeping an eye on us and all that. Essentially, I know what you got. I know you got some shit going on. I respect it, and I want to help. And I know for a fact that what you want is what's best for the people and for the innocents. Same as I. So what do you say? Will you give us a chance?
Persuasion roll,
Or
difficulty 8.
Or as
With a stunt.
Or as 10,000
With a stunt,
IQ
yeah.
check, come on.
Persuasion, allow me to, where the fuck is
Please.
this goddamn thing?
Hypnotic tongue
Right.
technique.
Yeah, it's for weaken.
That's not what
hypnotic
this
tongue
is.
technique.
This is persuade.
It also says, instead of spending successes for the usual effect, I may spend 4 to allow the next persuade action to benefit from the targeted intimacy as though it were in accordance with it.
Does that happen
mean
now? Well, that would be 2 different rolls. The first is to open him up for that, and then the second is so persuading him for something else, and then a separate roll to persuade him for not murder my friend.
Yes. I guess that still would be that. Does it still have to be a... What does a weaken action even entail?
A weaken action would be a roll in... Well, that's something you could spend on a successful social roll in order to weaken a major intimacy to a minor or eliminate a minor altogether. But the influence you're doing has to be related to it somehow.
So if I could do the weaken...
I have a real funny
so
fucking...
if I could do the persuasion...
Hey, I have a real
go
funny
ahead.
fucking suggestion.
Alright.
If Lythander wants to enter the scene now by falling asleep mid-work.
Sure, what do I have to do?
Fall asleep.
Hey, Lythander, there's a giant fucking dragon made of gold and jewels staring at you from across an oasis.
Oh, hello there.
Hello there, Charlie.
He doesn't pay you any mind, he's still in the middle of an existential crisis.
give us a
Should I
chance?
tell him? No, I can't tell him. About
Lythander,
it,
go ahead and
yeah.
make a sagacity roll on this man.
Alright,
In-
I'm going to spend
Meanwhile-
my excellency to get to 15 dice, 4.
That's still a success, difficulty
Wow, yeah.
3. Hey,
Alright,
Ooh,
Lesser
nice.
Elemental Dragon. Oh, I note some new additions to Jeffery, by the way. Very good work.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, the drawing.
Is that,
Yes,
is
yes,
that
the
Oolong
drawing.
there?
That's Oolong. He's a mayor. He's a dragon. I drew him as a mayor and
He's a mayor, he's a dragon, he's gay, happy pride. If
Happy
you
Pride
also, if
Month,
you were
everybody.
to, as he's rolling over, you see top surgery scars underneath his tuxedo.
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Happy
Okay.
Pride!
And additionally, the other thing that you notice, Lythander? Oh, he's a lesser elemental dragon. He has to have, by his very nature, he has to have some kind of powers. That would be perhaps useful in a sorceress working.
Oh!
He could give additional means and bonuses in order to make your mushroom men.
Why, hello there, my friend. My name is Lythander. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am a lunar.
Unfortunately,
And I
he
have-
has a minor intimacy of loathing towards those who keep others in bondage, which the Gaol wielder.
Oh,
So, as you can see that you are in the Gaol. The Gaol is not a prison per se. I kind of use it just as a storage area. And it's one of those where everybody's being fed.
He turns slowly to look at you. Prove it.
Lythander goes to the people that are eating at the Waffle House.
Orpheus Shineback shows up right now. Oh, fuck, that's a dragon!
tell him about the fucking shampoo people.
We also use this as a refugee camp as well.
Why the fuck is a directional censor here? What the fuck do you people do?
You don't want to
I've-
know.
I've killed so many people in this life,
Nothing good.
so it's hard to.
Which
to
is
say at
exactly
this
why
point.
I came here in order to save my people, but that didn't work out. Your blasphemous power was too much. Why haven't you killed me?
Reasons.
Because why would we kill you?
Because I tried to kill you.
Yes, but that doesn't mean anything. That
Yet.
Because I don't like it.
He's gonna, Olong is gonna spend another mote to measure the wind on Shineback.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
What do you plan on doing with him? Let's say that you win this war and repel that secular problem that's pursuing you. What are you gonna do with these prisoners?
Nothing.
So what are we going to do with the prisoners? That's a good question. My initial plan for the prisoners is actually to set them free after them knowing that the people that they were taking orders to have been defeated, so that they can return to their family without having to die.
He's gonna do a read intentions roll on Lythander.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey Lythander, you telling the truth?
Yes.
Alright.
He doesn't believe me, does he?
No, he does. Which is what makes this
Okay.
hard.
Mm.
Because he's still
Oh.
under the fucking almost mind control.
By the way,
Yep.
I still haven't rolled the thing you need me to roll. What is it that I need to roll?
Oh, the other persuasion thing you can do is persuade him to help with Lythander's mushroom project to make the orcs as the official guardians of the Dreaming Sea.
Well, Lythander, would you like to assist to personally become involved in this highly concentrated effort to get this dragon to stop being sissy hypnotized?
Okay, you see, do you know what every hypnosissy needs? They
No.
need a strong lad.
No.
And I have the perfect, and I
No.
mean perfect, opportunity for you. You see,
No.
I
No.
am making these
Nope.
strong lads.
No.
Nue is also going, no,
No.
no, no.
Why the fuck are you like this, Lythander? I don't even know half of the.
Pain?
I didn't even understood half the fucking words you just said there, and I don't think I liked it.
No.
Okay, so you have to blame Aura for that.
No.
Do I?
Yes,
No.
I'm using their words.
No.
Am I not using Aura's words?
In the same
I mean,
in the same way that a tank is the same as a car because it has 4 wheels and a driver's seat.
technically tanks have treads, but that's beyond the point here. That is very much beyond the point here. But considering I was able to understood what Aura said, and I'm not able to understand what you're saying,
Okay,
I think we're quite clearly hitting the divide
Okay,
here.
so you need protectors of the Dreaming Sea, you said?
He still appears to be focused on not resisting the Heaven Sword duty he has to crush Gavel's skull.
Gavel is standing stone still beyond her talking.
I offer a mushroom.
You can roll an aid action on the persuasion that that Aura's gonna try and do with a stunt.
So I'm going to choose Sagacity as the aid.
I would also allow
Because
navigate, but that's better for you, so go ahead.
Oh yes, me and my 0 navigate. What attribute?
Yes.
Finesse. I'm gonna use a stunt.
Okay.
Do
My
it.
finesse is only a
Leave.
3.
Wait, Korak, if you still want to roll navigate, do you still want do you think you could still roll navigate?
His sagacity's 5,
so
so
it would be 3 dice.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if you wanted to because I can.
And with the stunt, that goes to
Yeah.
14 dice.
Okay.
I believe.
No, it's because
cards.
7
no, it's
successes.
Aura, add
So
4
that's
dice
4
to your
extra
pool
dice.
for that roll you're prepping.
okay. So
Oh
what are we
my
rolling?
goodness.
Presence.
Presence
Attribute
and
of
finesse.
choice.
Okay. Four things
With a
stunned.
stunt for all the work you put into it prior, plus 4 dice from Lythander. Difficulty 8.
Plus an automatic
Oh my
success.
goodness.
What the fuck? I already lost count. 9 plus 4.
Oh, wait a second,
Plus
Lythander, have you spent...
4.
How many motes have you spent this?
17.
How many motes have I spent? Since this encounter, I would be at not iconic, but I'd be the step below iconic.
Your anima should have reset to 0 in between this session and last.
I have spent a lot of my motes on excellency checks.
Okay, then...
I am at 5, I believe.
then you will have
Burning.
added 4 auto successes from your anima thing.
Oh my
So-
goodness.
because-
sakes.
Or 8
Yeah.
dice added.
All right. Dice cap.
So I think
Here we
that,
go.
yeah, I was gonna say, I think that puts that cap.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Here we go. Give it
All right,
to
let's
me.
see it.
Oh yeah.
Not even a chance.
1,
my-
2,
oh my
3,
goodness.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 successes, baby. That's right. Thank you,
And that has been
Lythander.
counting.
You're welcome.
And that has been counting with the vampire Muppet.
And I
Hold on.
will indeed spend 2 motes for Hypnotic Tongue Technique.
And this is the attempt to persuade him to not kill Gavel, this first one. And then is the mushroom assistance roll.
Yes.
Oolong bursts into tears. I don't want to kill her, but I don't have a choice. I don't know if you understand. I physically cannot disobey the commands of the celestial bureaucracy. That is a rule in... as a servant of the celestial order, I cannot disobey. By some means or other, I have to kill her.
I know
Buddy.
you're.
Buddy?
I know you're.
And it's at,
mayor
and it's at this
that.
point, Nue is just starting on a second ball. Doesn't have to be a literal death.
I was about to say, you're talking to the fucking kings of loophole finding here, buddy.
And
You
Novari
can make
pipes
that
in. What
You
if
could almost say that we're Lupin the Third.
What if we just kill her as part of the big finale for Act 1 of my play and have her drop through a trapdoor?
Will that actually kill me, Novari?
It'll look like it'll kill you.
Hmm.
So, question.
It might hurt, but you'll live.
Alrighty, so Gavel,
What?
Yeah.
would you like to take on a new identity like Aura has?
No. I quite like this form, thank you
What
very
if we
much.
just add a mole or something?
Did I have a mole on your character? I did!
Actually, no, Gavel, do you want wings?
No.
Do you
That's
want
gaudy
do you want,
as
do you want
hell.
fangs?
What if we just give you a haircut?
She already has fangs. Also, she already has a haircut.
Shark fangs that will regenerate, so you can bite people like that one shark that you killed.
New Age's cups are like,
mercilessly.
you could just add a sobriquet or something. That counts as a rebirth. You don't need to change anything physically. Just take on or modify your name. Something fancy from one of your accomplishments.
How about this? Gavel.
I'm
Instead
not
of an I,
ax-
you put an A or an E.
I'm not giving a Flying City accent to my name, Lythander.
It's not even putting an accent to it. It's just so that we can say it's different. You can still pronounce it Gavel, but it's with an E.
Shineback throws up his
instead of
hands.
an I.
What the fuck are you people talking about?
Shineback, these are... So, you know how everything has laws and orders?
Yeah, I've read my Immaculate Theology. Says
There's
that the
so
list
many
any of
frickin'
your
there's
bullshit.
so many loopholes that break this. Like, wanting somebody dead, you can do 1,000 different things. Just look at what you did with the, Ashen Ones. They used to be called the Deadites. As you can see in documents, the Deadites aren't allowed to fight in any wars. But the Ashen Ones... Oh, the Ashen Ones are.
Can.
So, there's a number of different ways we could stage either fake killing Gavel on a stage in like a stage prop manner as part of Novari's play,
Yeah.
or you could undergo a spiritual death and rebirth and changing some minor aspect of yourself, like adding a sobriquet. So, in prayer,
I don't know what that
a
is.
fancy name, like, you know,
Oh,
like Alexander,
a fancy title.
like adding the Great onto Alexander,
Yeah.
or adding the Rose Black onto Tepet Evidengia, or perhaps Roxy, the Queen of Fangs, a famed lunar warlord.
Or Chunkless Dungus.
It's a good thing
17.
Joktan still isn't here.
I know.
Thank goodness.
I know. Lythander would be dead.
No, you would just,
You know what?
the end
We'll-
of Joy would just have triggered 15 times.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's do the fancy title name. We'll add that onto Gavel's repertoire.
Alright, we could that might forever change how Gavel is introduced in my opening crawl, depending.
That's absolutely fine, and I'm gonna have to put that on my character sheet as well.
We could figure that is what in between sessions, but for now, we could avoid
Indeed.
the murder. We could avoid having to put a hit out on Gavel by putting you in the witness protection program, kind of.
All right.
Somewhat.
All right.
Now,
How do you feel?
let me add a few other details from that initial persuade roll. That is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
17.
That's
17 successes.
That beats his boosted resolve of 8. Let me tell you the other fun shit we could do as a result of that action.
Oh man.
Yes.
So that is 9 over, I believe.
9 overflow.
Resolve of 8.
Sakes
Oh no.
alive.
Yeah, that's 9 overflow. Let me go back into social influence to say all of the fun shit you can make this man do now.
Yes, indeed.
We can make him
more.
give us a cookie.
You can give a persuade action with 2 successes to have him assist with Lythander's Mushroom Men project.
Awesome.
Yes.
Actually, oh wait, let me double check how this read works. So you actually would need to spend 4 of those overflow successes in order to make the rename Gavel project work, because that is what pushes it to a life-defining persuasion action, which is what Joktan pushed on him in order to try and make her kill him.
That's okay. We have more than enough.
Okay, that would mean that
4.
that would mean that out of the 9 overflow you had, you spent 4 of it in order to make this work. You have 5 to work
All
with.
right.
If you want to, you could spend 2 successes in order to have him help Lythander with his mushrooms.
That would be interesting. And then we still have 3 successes left over.
I'll read out the list of what you could do with shit.
Let's start with, but before any of that happens, let's check the thing. Let's try to do the persuasion thing to help to see if he'll help Lythander.
Okay, so that means you're still at 5 successes then. For the initial speech 100 fallout check to stop the boss fight, because that's what's happened here.
No.
I have a stat.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is I'm just saying like I'm just like running through the options and I'm just spending them as far first before considering the other options.
Dissuade for 2 successes to stop him from doing something. Instill for 1 success to put new Intimacies on his sheet.
Right.
You could also set up, which is to lower his resolve for future interactions with 2 successes. Strengthen for 2 successes. Weaken for 3 successes.
Okay. I think I'll save those 3, and then I'll use the 2 to help to see if he'll help Lythander.
Okay. So it's use them or lose them for
because
over
I
4
want
successes.
Because I want to use a weaken action later, after we're done with this, so I can try to weaken Joktan's connection to him.
Okay, so persuade action. So additional persuade stunt purchase in order to help with the mushroom gathering, and the other, and you're spending 2 on setup for this next roll here on trying to drive a wedge between him and Joktan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 1 success left then. You could read intentions if you'd want with that last one.
No, that's a weaken action. That's 0 successes left.
Oh, okay. His tie of gratitude toward Joktan is now gone.
Nice.
Alright. All that's been taken care of now is to hash out the specifics of the spiritual death and rebirth. Essentially, he's gonna be knighting Gavel.
Nice.
Or at least, something will happen in this fight that makes... essentially, she's gonna get a fancy title.
Right.
Now, after that's taken care of, he sighs heavily and wipes away a few tears. Okay, I don't want to have to kill heroes. Because that's what it seems like you guys are, even if you're drawing your power sources from hell and all of its terrifying glory, and even if her powers are inherently destructive, I don't want to have to kill her. Even if she is a walking powder of fire dust and she could destroy major parts of the region, she's trying to do the right thing with it. So if there are any means with which to avoid a fight to the death between you and her, regardless of who would walk out of it alive, I would take it. So a spiritual rebirth it is then. Gavel? At some means during this fight, I'm going to have to pretend to kill you. And you're going to have to come back dramatically.
That's fine. I suppose I can do that.
We can work out the exact plan so that, I'll rehearse it with your guys so that they know it's part of their performance.
Do I at least get to punch you really hard? Once?
Yeah, go ahead and do that now, just preemptively.
Alright.
Roll up close combat, plus force roll.
And meanwhile, I'm just like, you could...
Still
I'm just discussing plans with with the fanfic writer. I forget his name.
Novari.
Novari. I was like, you could drop her in a big hole like Kratos.
Who?
Gavel.
No, I know who Gavel is. She's my summoner. I mean, the other. Meanwhile, panning slowly over towards Shineback.
6 successes.
Defenders win ties. His defense is 6.
Darn. Wow, Oh, that's unfortunate.
Wait! Automatic successes.
On combat rolls?
There's a combat roll, I think.
Oh, accuracy, right.
Accuracy.
He's made of solid ore.
Oh, yes!
Oh, this guy's made of fucking solid goracalcum. Oh, sorry, oricalcum.
Oricalcum?
Okay.
Gavel
He's made of magical materials.
He's made out of the gory calcums. The gory calcummies.
He is incredibly
No.
tough to the point you would need to do some serious bullshit in order to hurt him. You still blast him across the oasis.
Bang.
Like, there are treads being drawn in the sand as he is sent flying and recoiling out of his chair. He's been in this whole conversation.
There we go.
Now, I should note this breaks, Aura's truce field. You've already convinced him to help you, though, so that's moot. He is no longer aggro towards
Excellent. Thank goodness.
If there were other
But
people
is
in
he
this
aggro
scene...
towards crabs?
If there were other people in this scene, other spirits, but nope, she came in this solo.
Okay.
Shineback just appears to be generally incredibly confused. There's also Pod here, who just has not said a whole word, has just been looking back at the censor, back at you guys, back at the censor, back at you guys. I'm gonna have her roll her secondary dice pool to see if she does something good or something stupid. That's a botch.
Oh!
So, is it something stupid?
Yes, she does something incredibly fucking stupid. She's gonna try and attack Oolong. See him as a fucking traitor
No, you
to the celestial bureaucracy.
poor fool.
That the truce field won't affect her. She's a person, not a spirit.
What do I do to stop? What do I do to impede this idiot from ruining our life?
I think you just let it rock.
Okay. Get out of here.
Oolong's a big lad. He can take care of this.
It's Oolong. Don't make me think of him as the pig.
Oolong. Oh, no, that's right. Oh, my pronunciation has failed me once
Fine.
more.
Discord, please go away so I can see how many dice she rolled in her idiot attack. Okay, it's well below his defense. She only gets her overwhelm of 3.
Oh my goodness.
Then I'm gonna make a move to... Actually, Nue's gonna make a move to restrain her. She hasn't done too much. She wants to contribute.
D-E. Denied.
Nope. It's not.
Denny's. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Denny's parking lot.
Waffle House.
Where I witnessed an atrocity that I will not repeat on.
Okay,
on
let's have them
recording.
roll off to see grapple. Nue is naturally using a dragon coil technique to double 9s on this. Okay, double 9's pretty effective. She doesn't have too great close combat. Well, she's an immaculate martial artist, so she's actually pretty good at it. So this is a raw numbers game. Grapple has been established. Nue has her in a chokehold. She's now stopped for now.
Nice.
And she is in the noogie.
The noogie?
Please shut up or I will have to put you back in the Gaol for containment or in my stomach, whichever one.
Don't go for the Gaol. The stomach's actually nicer. I say jokingly. Please go for the Gaol. It's actually much nicer.
Meanwhile, Shineback is... Okay, if we're not in the Gaol, right? That's correct.
We are.
Actually, you're not. You're in a dream dimension.
We're in the dream void. We're in the immaculate dream void. Where anything is possible.
Sir, if it would be too much trouble, could you send us home? Shineback is going to try and convince Oolong to send them outside the Gaol. And is going to be using thoughtful gift technique as he does this as well, scrolling up to Dragon-Blooded Charms.
Let's see. Let me look at my charms real quick.
Please help us escape the Hell Zone.
Please no. I do not want you to escape. Your fellow troops cannot know what has happened here. Ooh.
And he's giving him a temporary positive minor intimacy to him once per scene. He's only using his secondary pool in this, I should note. But this is playing into his compassion intimacy, so Oolong's resolve is lowered to 2. That's a successful jailbreak unless you can persuade him to let you guys keep these Dragonbloods hostage.
Okay, question. Hold on. Alright, question.
I think the specific way
Would I be
he says this is, we could tithe worship to you if you let us go. I'll put in a good word for you for the Immaculate Calendar.
Hmm.
Alright, what were you saying?
Is that Oh, I have a question. Could I use Unbreakable Laws of Hell?
Yes, you can. What kind of law? Well, I don't know if you have the upgrade to that. They'll let you make laws on the spot.
I do have the repurchase.
Okay.
Of that, yes.
You don't necessarily need to make a repurchase here, though, because per the Immaculate Physiology, the prayer calendar means you're only allowed to worship gods or other beings of power on certain days of the year, in order to prevent them from getting fat off prayer. Shineback's trying to rig the prayer calendar. That's illegal.
Yeah. No. Or actually, let me spend my moat. And then... Let's see.
This is illegal, you know.
Yes. The one time Gavel's ironically enforcing the laws of heaven.
Hey, look. Gavel had a lot of time since she was under the roof of an asshole preacher, so she knows a couple of things about heavenly laws.
Yeah, this is essentially tenet number 1 of the Immaculate Order as well. This is their equivalent of the first commandment.
Yep. Don't you fucking dare do that! That's illegal! Are you trying to commit a sin against the holy calendar itself?
He looks at you. In Prasad, they worship us as gods. It is our right to do with the hierarchy as we see fit, including the distribution and doling out of prayer. He does not mention that's a massive conflict of interest, but I think that goes without saying.
Indeed. Indeed.
Now, I should note that Oolong is not offended by that because of thoughtful gift technique, because if that were used, he would be real fucking mad. He is a censor. It is his job to stop this bullshit.
Yeah.
But do you want to... Unless anyone wants to do a counter-persuade on him in order to keep them locked down here, he is going to send them out from the dream. Does anyone have any special interest in keeping these guys as bargaining chips?
I mean, do we?
Unless I could do a... Unless I could use irresistible presence technique.
You could unbreakable laws of hell in order to instill some laws of prison as a war of, hey, once we let you guys go, you can't rejoin the war.
Okay. That, or could I do a slightly different thing?
What is it?
If we let you go, you're not allowed to talk about anything you just witnessed here.
You could do that already through our little secret anyway.
Yeah, our little secret, true, but that requires me to get through a... Actually, could I attempt that? I'll attempt it, sure. I'm gonna hope for the best. Our little secret, spend one...
That?
I have to roll, let me look. Finesse plus presence, embassy, or stealth, which I have a,
Hey,
Lythander.
Lythander has the thing where you could use his stealth roll in place of other people, but if you have max presence, that's not important anyway.
Yeah. So we're gonna spend a moat.
Stillness of Stone meditation to boost his resolve to 5.
Oh boy. Alright. And I'm pretty sure I don't have a presence excellency. No, I don't. Okay. Nice. Okay, dissuade. Okay. No, not 1. 10. Please be better than last time. That's 5 successes.
That's exactly what you need. Defenders win ties.
Defenders win ties.
Question: do we have any way of stunting this?
Yeah, or 8 actions too.
Yeah, actually, Lythander would like to aid a bit here. That's why I was asking if I could do about what you needed to roll, because I wanted to
Well,
help,
you can.
but...
You can. So what do you want to do?
Okay. So we're trying to make them not speak about this, correct?
Yeah, we don't want them to learn about anything.
A lot has happened here in this backroom conversation.
A lot has happened here. Yes.
I will say, well, It would be against your best interest. It would be in your best interest to not say anything here, for you've all been cursed. I produce nickel and dime and the tongue. Well, no, Nick. Oh no! How many spirits do I have left?
You have a lot of them. You have one Heart Eater curse. You have one Turn into a Cat curse. You have Blamed for all the bullshit going wrong curse. You have 3 different Corrupted Words curses.
I will bring out the Corrupted Words curses
Oh,
and see if I can apply them.
make a Force plus Sagacity roll.
Alrighty, I'm gonna spend to get an excellency on it.
Okay.
7.
All right, that succeeds.
Oh my
As a little slug, as you just, whoa, slug be upon ye. Or like the image macro of handing someone the L, you hand him the slug and it jumps down his throat.
Now then, you won't be able to speak about this.
Fuck you off, slugs!
Nice. And I'll know when you get rid of that curse.
Do you?
They're connected to me.
I guess, yeah.
Or is he lying to bluff out
Perhaps he is.
the dude, the lad?
Maybe I'm bluffing. They don't know.
That's true, yeah, he's not a
They
wizard.
don't. Oh, never mind.
On the other hand, though, there's, make that roll again in order to get the other monk, pod, because, but make it lower difficulty. Oh, never mind, you got it.
That still works out
Successes.
super well. Let's go.
Alright, Nue pries her mouth open, like made grapple, with a third arm that grows out for a split second, lunar bullshit. Just, okay, here comes the here comes the messenger pigeon, you!
Oh my goodness.
She's just feeding a slug like you would a baby. And Nue just looks at you, nice!
As always.
Oolong seems slightly disgusted by that, but continues with talking with Novari about staging Gavel's death. Or faking Gavel's death, rather.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably something we'll work out in between sessions. Do you still want to do that other persuade action to try and break the hold with Joktan, or I think you've kind of resolved that through the initial actions already.
Is that referring to me
Aura.
or? Ah.
What is?
Or
Sorry,
not.
what was that?
You basically succeeded via very specifically spending all the successes you rolled on the shit you wanted to do with that second persuade action, so I don't even know if you need to do that roll with Hypnotic Tongue technique. Unless there's something else you want this guy to do or help with.
Nothing comes to mind. We're pretty much covered. We got him to we got him to stop killing Gavel. Lythander gets to have orcs, and he has broken up with his and he has quit his job.
No. He has not.
Not quit his job. So not quit. So not quit.
He has removed himself.
He has reported his superior.
Yeah, he has for abuse of power. Yes.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and read out this social quality he has. Professional collaboration. Once a scene, a character with the appropriate expertise can complete a venture action or equivalent task on behalf of another. Lythander. He auto-completes one of the stages of your venture for you.
Very nice.
Oh.
As essentially, he is going to be giving the magical groundwork and legal papers for making a new settlement and species through the Bureau of Nature and Classification. He is filing a shitload of paperwork for you to help make this go smoother.
Thank you.
Now is probably when everyone wakes up from the dream. Sure enough, the dragon bloods you captured are gone from the Gaol, but you've already tagged and bagged them. Or at least 2 of them are gone.
Mm-hmm.
One was not there. The monk you captured way back during the duel with your daughter.
Yeah, he's still
Yep,
there.
he's still there.
Oh, sure enough.
They didn't take you?
I know! I'm so pissed!
Do you want to join us?
Not that pissed.
Alright. Then eat your waffles and stay quiet.
Let me go to the War Venture section, because we're coming on to, hey, icebergs are coming to town.
Question, does he actually like the waffles?
Stillness to Stone meditation, you would need to read intentions on him to tell whether or not he likes the waffles.
I have to make what check?
Read
now?
intentions, embassy, or awareness.
Alright, you'd think that a Lunar would have any awareness, but I have ADHD. You said that or intimacy or embassy or awareness? You
Yes.
said? Oh, I have 3 in both. Okay.
I'd like to do a brief scene cut to, the Wyld.
6 successes.
He's not eating the waffles
the
because
waffles?
those would, breach, his monk diet. Whole grains.
Oh, I will ask that he gets the food that he needs to eat.
This is like asking a devout Muslim man if he would like to eat pork.
Okay, Lythander, Lythander is going to make sure that he will get food that he can eat, because we are not evil.
Mushrooms are on the diet, surprisingly enough.
Alright, so he will get mushrooms.
He seems to enjoy the mushrooms.
Alright, good.
Brief cut back to the Wyld Hunt to narrate the effects of what the fuck Spider did to him. The Wyld Hunt is now actively praying to the Dragon Blood, commanding them for their success. You know the opening scenes of Asura's Wrath, where a bunch of various civilians are praying for the demigods to succeed in battle? That's what's happening.
Yeah.
And the audience can see
cool.
lines of essence floating from them to all the Dragon Blood as they start to get juiced up for the fight. Malik looks uncomfortable, though. He mutters to himself, do we have the right to demand such adoration? You punched his loyalty to Prasad out of him. This is the effects of that starting to take place. As he started to question, hey, maybe we shouldn't be worshipped as gods. Maybe that's kind of fucked up.
Isn't it great just destroying people's souls?
You only deleted part of his personality, to be fair, and caused a crisis of faith.
Yes.
Anyway, unique war stratagem that Iselsi Sohan is going to be rolling to crush Jeffery with fucking icebergs. Gonna be spending an excellency.
Wretches.
All right.
Any way to negate all of this?
This is my time to shine.
Winning this stage of strategic venture.
We're going to use the water cannons to fire them back.
What? Sorry, what was that you said, Rex?
You could win with a counter-strategic venture of your end.
We're going to make a small version of Jeffery to stop them.
Lythander's plan makes more sense.
Okay.
Lythander, go ahead.
Why did it make more sense? Why did my plan have to make more sense?
Go ahead and
here?
roll any attribute plus ranged combat.
Can I roll Sagacity instead?
You could roll navigate, because that's what.
Can I roll range combat?
Yeah, you
instead?
could take charge of firing the cannons instead.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say, let's have somebody who with ranged combat actually make the ranged combat check.
That is
Oh?
8 actions.
That's-
8 actions might help.
that's a tie actually.
Alright. No,
Because
it's
of my automatic success.
on ranged actions. That's just on.
Wait.
Yeah, that's a social action
What is
thing.
the name? What is it?
Harmonious presence meditation.
Social influence exclude. Okay, yeah, social influence. In that case, help.
What do I need to roll?
I don't know.
What must I roll?
War!
Without
Yeah, war. In order to. Because, oh god, you're about to be crushed to death by 15 different icebergs. How the fuck are you going to avoid that?
Alright, I'm going to spend a mode to do an excellency in war.
We're gonna shoot him.
What attribute do
Finesse.
you desire? Finesse? I can certainly do finesse. 6.
Roll 3 more
successes.
dice.
Okay, here we go.
We just
Fuck.
You're not at cap
Alright,
yet.
let me try. Let's retro stun.
Alright.
Alright. Aura built these cannons specifically for a situation like this. She was the first to suggest that we need water cannons. Everyone said, no, the water cannons are stupid. They're not going to do anything. But I said, nah, the water cannons are important. They're going to help us. And this is why I've been training my whole life. I know how to operate these things. I swear. Let's get it done, please. Please work.
See how that goes.
Yeah!
2 successes.
More successes.
That's enough. Aura, please narrate to me how you... So here's the thing, is that this just prevented Jeffery from immediately getting fucking obliterated, but icebergs may still be a major factor because that was just their general drifting. You still have the issue of every single one of those icebergs has a spear embedded at their heart. As you notice when taking aim. A copy of Gedesvin, which Gedesvin Prime can control.
What? Oh. We're gonna shoot them with salt water so they melt because it's salt, and salt melts ice.
High pressure salt that is.
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna rule that probably more of the demon-blooded juice that Aura poured into her troops also assist with this action as well. As the big plan they're building
What's
up in
that?
the background.
Sorry, what?
The salt cannons, because you rolled high enough, did successfully work to cut down some of the icebergs because they were already destabilized via having to put in the remote control for their demon to manipulate it.
Right.
And I was just narrating how, as much as the Wyld Hunt planned for all these different bombardments, you are still able to disarm this particular trap because of the countermeasures you worked in ahead of time.
Mm-hmm. Salt water is very nice.
In the back of a boat, on someone's guest couch where she's been staying for the past day, Joktan grinds her teeth together. Well, they have always said, throughout time and history and millennia, if you want something done right, you fucking do it yourself. She retakes the stance that we saw her in, at the start of the session. She holds one hand straight up, and the other hand straight up, and then ticks one hand to the 1 hour position, to the 2nd hour position, to the 3rd hour position. She's taken on the stance of the Emerald Gyre of Aeons.
Aw, fuck, it's the fucking Haruhi dance.
No, she's mimicking a clock, man!
That's what they do in the Haruhi dance!
Oh, okay. In addition, speaking of taking directly to the field, Malik is still recovering. However, who's not recovering here? Hey, the Wyld Hunt has been suspiciously absent and troops forces for now. Now is when they are finally fucking marching.
Also, I just want to
Hop
apologize.
1, hop 2, hoppa, 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 hoppa.
What's up? Let me just scroll down to the relevant Sidereal Sutra, take a screenshot, send it to Lythander, because that's whose desk it, the fellow time wizard. Lythander, this shows up attached to the Gaol when you come out of the dream space for some reason. She was trying to use her magic to fuck you. Not like that, in order to... I'm DMing it to you. You could read this aloud if you want, as I prep for the end of the session and a couple other things that will go into the next fight. That was just the counter roll to disarm the death zone. I should note, there is still a separate roll for what strategy you guys want to pursue for when the Wyld Hunt is coming in. Let me read out what you can work with again. Ambush, attribute stealth. Back to the sea, attribute navigate. Demoralize troops, sabotage, or espionage. And all these can be rolled with war in exchange for the other stuff.
The scripture of eternity. One day there'll be a maiden will slip free of time's clutches and stand outside eternity. But try as she might, she won't be able to escape her memories or her hopes for the future. Perceiving the nature of her prison, she will see how many times she's escaped and how many times she's failed. Do you understand now? Ask time. There is no need, no end, and no beginning.
The first time one of those things is written outside of the past tense. Interesting. Yeah, so war can be used to roll any of these instead of their listed ability, I should note. And Gavel is the only one with an action left on the player side, unless we want to use NPC assistance, which we can.
Wait, did I do anything?
You aided Aura.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay. Lythander is the one who can still act then. Sabotage or ambush are probably the ones you're going to want to use then because of your stealth pool.
What do you guys think? 4? With an excellency.
Ambush or sabotage? Espionage as well, too. Espionage would mean that you don't fight any battle groups larger than 1. Because of your forcing the comfort.
Then I would actually... Yeah, I was going to say, then I have the big advantage. Because I may be strong, but if you put 5 guys in front of me, I'm like burgers and fries.
Now, Joktan is using a Scarlet Battlefield a Scarlet Pattern of Battlefield charm in order to have a second war action be rolled this round after the first one was defeated. So this is a roll-off between you and her.
So what do I have to roll again?
Your choice, any attribute plus awareness or... awareness or sagacity for espionage. That's even better for you.
I'm going to use an excellency.
Alright, and she is going to be rolling an ambush using her war rating instead of her stealth rating.
Okay. I'll be waiting in the wings for her roll.
Oh, wait, that's 1 less dice she has. Oh my god, Joktan! 2 successes on 17 dice!
7.
Espionage successful. So, how are you getting everyone onto the Wyld Hunt's onto their stronghold ships? The mothership, as it were.
I'm using Nue's ability to turn into a whale. And we are dying.
You're monstroing your way there, hiding in her mouth.
Yep. If she allows it.
Oh, there's some nice coral growing inside there. It's actually surprisingly well lit. Very humid, though. Now, I will ask, who is going on this mission? Nue will be there, of course, and I'll be revising her stat sheet with some upgrades for the next fight. Are any of the Ashen Ones coming with you, or do they need to drill and prepare after the losses they took?
They need to recover.
Now, I will note this is the second to last battle. Probably. Asterisk. There might be a secret third one, but it would be something very different in the war. The actual Wyld Hunt you will be fighting in part, but only a small fraction of their forces, because that's as many as can fit on this ship. So, we're probably going to end the session, relatively, soon around here, then. What you see as you enter onto the ship. Malik is not there. He appears to be in the Malik is in the medical tent, and I should note, if you want to, you could use the group stealth charms here, but you already succeeded on the venture, so we could just say you've already done that for sake of flavor to get this far.
Yeah.
Alright. Malik is not there on, the mothership. You see Joktan there, however, kneeling in meditation on the prow of the ship.
Joktan's the one that, has... Wait,
the Sidereal, yes.
The no funny zone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that is... Okay. She might not like that I used a whale to sneak on board, even though that was technically a tactical advantage.
Unfortunately, no, that was done in complete seriousness, so she can't do anything.
Okay, good. I was going to say, because yes, is it humorous that I used a whale?
But
Yes. But is it tactically advantageous? Also, yes.
what's it? Now, if you did something uber ridiculous, like, let's say, get onto, like, a steamboat and whistle while you're driving it towards the mothership, that might, that may be a bit of an issue.
The elementals are also not visible from your initial outreach into here. It appears to be Joktan. That's weird. She is drilling a significant faction of the Wyld Hunt, and she is dressed in officer's clothing and has the appropriate resplendent destiny. They appear to be marching in a geometrically perfect location, or formation rather. They're marching in a fucking square.
You put the circle in the square hole.
She is using fucking charms in order to... And Gavel, that formation hurts to look at.
Oh, no.
Another Sidereal war magic. A formation that is super effective against creatures of darkness.
Oh, no.
Good thing we don't have anybody who's a creature of darkness, right, Gavel?
You just see Gavel gripping onto her abdomen.
Oh.
Yes, Cloud having the Sephiroth flashes effect VHS goes here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yes, no, that I honestly thought you weren't, because of all the things that you've done that weren't darkness-related.
How would that not make me a creature of dark?
Because I was... Lythander looks Gavel dead in the eye and says, because I'm racist.
Oh,
Hey, make a hard bargain.
Oh, no.
Either something bad happens...
That was not said in jest.
Oh, yes, it was.
It was. No, he's not. So that's a joke, or at the very least a lie for deadpan humor.
Alright, so Lythander's hard bargain is going to be that he will become racist.
No, that is
The hard
not
bargain
how
is
hard bargain works.
either something narratively bad happens to you, or you get -1 to the roll in the next session.
I'll get -1 to the roll for the first dice.
Okay.
Roll.
All right. In that case, yep. They're doing a funny little dance and a walk. Hey, she's also wielding a copy of Gedesvin. Gets strapped to her back. 3 major forces: a second circle demon, an ancient essence sidereal, and a Wyld Hunt in a funny circle. And that's when, mid-formation, they notice all of you. Any barbs you want to exchange before join battle and the end of session, because next session will be the fight. But we, of course, have enough time for words, because this is JoJo's time. We have as many times to insult or make speeches as we want, as you're staring her down.
Who is this? Directly at Joktan?
Yep.
By the end of this fight, Joktan, you will acknowledge me.
Witness me!
I don't think she really says much of anything beyond just slurs.
Yeah, that's about right. That's
Actually, she does say one thing to Aura. For the record, I was never seriously considering assisting you.
Oh, come on!
Wow.
You're a fucking jerk, you know that?
You made her look like Margaret Thatcher.
She is a jerk!
Deserved. Absolutely deserved that she looks like Margaret Thatcher.
Okay, Aura will angrily Google, can I steal sidereal powers from them forcibly?
So, fun fact, you mentioned that exposure to a sidereal martial art means you could qualify for learning it in the future.
No way.
Oh, wait a second. That means that book that I have a perfect copy of.
But it takes
I can learn sidereal martial arts, is what you're telling me?
Normally, Lunars can't learn sidereal martial arts. That's normally Solaroids. Also, you need to learn at least a school of martial arts before dipping into the sidereal stuff.
Yes, but I have a book that I can hand. Let me rephrase this. I have a book I can hand to one Aura.
Or Spider, or Gavel.
Well, Spider already has the book.
Yeah.
Dude, does Gavel know any martial arts?
No, you're just a brawler.
No. Indeed, as Gavel intended. Probably not, but still.
I think we're going to end off as she quantum switches between the Emerald Gyre form as described earlier and the one where she is horse squatting in the air as a phantom chair and table made of essence, a war table, manifests in front of her with figurines of everyone present. It's not the first time I've been challenged like this, and I doubt it will be the last. Let's cut the chaff and kill you again. And that's where we'll end. But... Oh, you first.
I summon... Counterpoint. I summon Chief Junior.
But before we end things off, we have to thank our patrons.
Yes, our patrons. Plural?
Plural.
Yeah.
Our Patreons, plural.
Thank you,
That is, of course...
GB and Storm, for supporting us at the
Thank you,
Six-Sided Dice
GB
tier.
and Storm.
Thank you, GB and Storm.
Thank you, GB and Storm!
You help keep this. You help keep these wild adventures a little more wilder.
Especially now
Keep
that
in mind-
especially now that Patreon has allowed us to start sending the money to each other so we can pay bills.
Yay. I'm gonna get a nice little treat for myself when I...
Ooh.
Ooh, nice. Alright, I'm hitting my
Awesome.
stop button.
Should I be
Next time,
Should I be saying that out loud?
I might bleep that, just to be safe.
That's fair.
Next time, we're finally punching Margaret Thatcher in her stupid face.
Finally.
Finally fighting Joktan.
Danny Phantom.
Hit and stop.
Thank you for listening to FateBreakers. We here at the Action Economy crew are proud to bring you this and other AP content like Tomb of the Red Giant, the first half of our complete JoJo's Bizarre Adventure AP, as well as Rune Runners, our Icon AP. We'll also have a Patreon by the time you hear this. If you like what you've heard so far, feel free to drop us a little bit of money if you can afford to do so, and we could bring you even more content in the future. APs live and die by word of mouth, so if you liked us, please drop us a follow, like, share, retweet, whatever you can think of to help us out. We are excited to bring you more bi-weekly content in 2 weeks from now for the next FateBreakers, and other episodes time permitting. See you then.